Welcome back. In this video, we continue our exploration of economic efficiency by looking at production efficiency, how an economy uses its limited resources to produce goods in the best possible way. Let's dive right in. Production efficiency occurs when no additional output of one good can be achieved without reducing the output of another, given fixed resources. That means all inputs like land and labor are being used as effectively as possible. No waste, no slack. To analyze production efficiency, we use isoquants, curves showing all combinations of inputs that yield the same output. The slope of the isoquant is the marginal rate of technical substitution, MRTS. How much land we need to replace a unit of labor while keeping output constant. When labor is scarce and land is abundant, replacing labor requires a lot more land, leading to diminishing MRTS. The isocost line, meanwhile, shows combinations of inputs that cost the same. Its slope reflects input price ratios. For production to be efficient in a competitive market, all firms must have the same MRTS, because they all face the same prices for labor and land. In other words, MRTS for apple equals MRTS for orange equals price ratio of labor to land. Let's say the MRTS is 2 for apples but only 1 for oranges. This means labor is relatively more productive in apple production than in orange production. So, we could shift labor from oranges to apples and increase apple output without losing orange output. That's inefficient resource allocation. To visualize production efficiency, we use the Edgeworth-Bowley box. This shows how fixed resources like land and labor are allocated between two goods. In our case, apples and oranges. Resources for orange production are measured from the bottom left corner. Resources for apples are measured from the top right. In this box, each point represents a specific allocation of inputs between the two goods. Isoquants for apples and oranges are drawn to show how much of each can be produced. At point E, the isoquants for apples and oranges are tangent. This means MRTS for apple equals MRTS for orange. No reallocation of land or labor can increase output of one good without reducing the other. That's production efficiency. What about other points in the box? Point C lies on a higher apple isoquant Q, but not all resources are being used. That's underutilization. Point D uses all resources but inefficiently, since we could produce more apples without reducing orange output by moving to E. Only at point E is every input fully used and perfectly allocated between both goods. To sum up, production efficiency requires equal MRTS across all producers. It means we can't reallocate land or labor to produce more of one good without reducing another. Visually, it's where isoquants are tangent in the Edgeworth-Bowley box. Pushpin, this is just one part of full economic efficiency. We've covered exchange efficiency equal MRS across consumers, production efficiency equal MRTS across firms. In the final part of this series, we'll connect production and consumption. Allocative efficiency is where the mix of goods produced matches what consumers actually want.